33. Ready?
All right, listen up. We're Hebrew Israelites. Come out here every Saturday, sometimes Sunday, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked place called America. All right? And to bring these people and assign back to the true nationality. You Negroes, Native American Indians, you Latinos, you're the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. All right? And it's our job to come out here, store up judgment for the coming destruction of America and you 2/3, all right? Because like we always tell you, America's about to be destroyed, all right? For all the atrocities that it puts out. And to you 2/3, because you go along with it and you condone it, all right? Now, we always tell you why America's gonna be destroyed, you know? And we always telling you, you're seeing the signs, right? The destructions, the rumors of wars, the rumors going about Obama, you know, America's falling down, all right? And it's on its way out, all right? And to you 2/3, you're gonna be destroyed because you don't hearken to the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? You call him a false God. You worship a false power, and you don't do what he tells you to do, all right? So it's our job to tell you what's gonna happen to you though, all right? Luke 6:46.
This is Luke chapter 6, verse 46. And why call ye me, Lord, Lord, and do the things which I say?
Right.
And do not the things which I say.
Right. Why are you calling on God, on Jesus, out of the Bible? Well, you get it from the Bible, but why are you calling on him, but you're not doing what he tells you to do? All right? Because like I was telling this brother a minute ago, yesterday there was a lot of activity going on. A lot of people are partying, barbecuing, doing whatever y'all are doing in downtown San Angelo, but y'all having the time of your lives. So, like, but why are y'all people think y'all can party, do everything y'all want to do, fulfill all the pleasures that y'all want, and y'all think y'all can sit there and think y'all are Christians, but y'all aren't doing what the Bible tells you to do, you know? So why are you calling the Most High God? Why are you calling on the name of the Lord, or the false name of the Lord, but you don't do what he's telling you to do? All right?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. But with many of them, God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness.
Right, because in that wilderness right now is America. All right? You're being, and those many are you 2/3. You're overthrown in the wilderness by how? By everything the world puts out. Because what does the world put out? What can you do in the world? You can fulfill all your desires. Pretty much all the wicked desires you want to do. And that's what y'all people are doing. And the Most High is not pleased with y'all because y'all, like we always say, y'all have the nerve to try to call on the God of the Bible, and y'all actually think y'all are doing a good job, but really y'all are being wicked. You know? Y'all are busy partying, having sex, doing drugs, going to barbecues, and y'all don't have a care in the world. But y'all think that everything's okay. When really America's about to be destroyed. Like it said in Matthew. Y'all gonna be drinking and marrying, you know? You're gonna be drinking and marrying thinking it's a good time, but that's when the day of the Lord's gonna hit you. Because that's what we tell you every introduction we come out here is America's gonna be destroyed in a day that you know not. It's gonna be in a day when you least expect it. You know? So that's why the Most High said he's not pleased with y'all. Because y'all think y'all are in good hands, when really y'all are doing everything contrary to the Bible. All right?
1 Corinthians 10 and 5. But with many of them, God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Now these things were our examples, to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted.
Right, and see, there was an example, well, the good scripture to bring out. A good scripture to back that up is Ecclesiastes chapter 17, because it tells you that things throughout the world are examples like you just read. All right, those examples that the Israelites were doing in the past, those were for you to learn off of to not do it right now, because we're in a time where we're trying to get right. All right, we're in a wicked time too, where you shouldn't be partying. You shouldn't be barbecuing. Or really, it's a balance, but you can't be out here having the time of your life.
Right.
Fulfilling all your desires.
And the scripture in Ecclesiastes says, there's a season, there's a time for everything. And we're not in the time of feasting and celebrating. You know? We're not in that time. But yeah, it's a balance, but you can't over-exceed in it. And 2/3 of y'all, that's all y'all do worry about is partying, man. Y'all can't wait for the weekend to get drunk, to go to parties, weddings. You know, y'all can't wait to celebrate. Y'all have that attitude, thank God it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be to your destruction, because during that time, you're not looking, you're not being aware of the signs or the prophecies that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, told you to be occupied in.
Okay, appreciate it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance is the heart made better. The heart of the wise is in the... verse 4.
Start at 2.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Right, and this is the house of mourning right here. We're the ones that are crying and sighing for the abominations that America has, what America puts out in the whole world. You 2/3. This is the house of mourning, but 2/3 of you Negro and Latinos, y'all in the house of feasting. We're not. Did not Yahweh Shai, who y'all ignorantly called Jesus Christ, say that you shall be with me in the kingdom, where we're going to be eating and drinking? Then that's when Yahweh Shai is going to have drink that wine with you. That's the great feast. Y'all getting y'all filling y'all's bellies now.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance of the heart is made better.
Right, through suffering you're made perfect. And that's what Yahweh Shai, he had to go through suffering to be made perfect. And that's what we go through, if we're the elect, Lord willing, we're suffering for this truth that we're being made perfect at the same time. 2/3 of y'all ain't suffering. And if you are suffering, you're not coming to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the true power, and getting in order and getting right. Yeah, but you don't got the fear of the Most High, which is obeying the law, statutes, and commandments.
Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right,
and y'all 2/3 you Negro and Latinos, y'all are fools, man, because you're in the house of mirth, which is joy. Y'all go to these paganistic, so-called white man holidays, which is Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, you know, rather than observe the high holy days of the Bible. Y'all are fools, and the Most High is calling y'all fools, man.
And I brought that out because, you know, like we're telling you, like you just said, there's a time for every season. You know, and the Most High, to bring it out, he tells you that there's a negative and a positive to weigh everything out. So, like he just said, the kingdom that's coming, that's the time of joy. So where's the time of mourning? It's now. And y'all people, y'all are making it like it's a time of joy. We're not in that time. That's why I wanted to start off with that scripture, Luke 6:46, because we're not in that good time. But y'all people like to hold the Bible and think that we're in that good time. But y'all aren't doing what the Bible is telling you to do. You know, America is on it, it's like right there. It's at the door. America's about to be destroyed, and y'all don't even know it. The whole Boston thing should have been an eye-opener to y'all people, to let y'all know Esau, he's prepared. He's right there. Like Yahushua at the door, so is Esau. Esau's about to attack, and y'all don't even know. He's prowling down, ready to get on y'all, and y'all don't even care.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sign that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, and those are the men of the Lord who come out on the highways and byways weekly and daily, rising up, telling you people that you're going off. Why? Because we know that this is a place of abomination. But where are you people at?
In the house of mirth.
Mm-hmm. Right. Y'all are in the house of mirth, proclaiming that y'all have some type of suffering with the Most High. Y'all are that generation that are pure in your own eyes. And I was gonna say, it takes an extremely wicked person to actually think that they're of God, but yet they're doing all the things that the world does. Just like Esau, yeah, it takes an extremely wicked person to do that. Extremely wicked. And y'all are those extremely wicked people. Like, or real quick, I told this brother a long time ago, I had seen up a TV show, this man had said, evil always thinks it's right. And that's true, because y'all people are always thinking y'all are right. But where's your proof? You know? I just wanted to put that out there, because y'all are that generation. Y'all are that evil.
And the scriptures say that the mind, the heart is desperately wicked above all things, and who can know it? And your brain, that's what it's referring to, your brain. And y'all think y'all are right, so that's proof in itself that y'all are evil and y'all are wrong, man. Because you go off your own opinion, your own thoughts, which is to your destruction. Let me finish this. This is Ezekiel 9:5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go you after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have you pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house.
Right, and like I said, our job is we're not gonna spare nobody. And like we were just reading off the house of mirth, what is that word? Who is that congregation of, or multitude of? It consists of children, women, men, old men. It's you inhabitants. The Most High has a problem with you inhabitants, you 2/3 and you other nations. Because y'all are the ones in that house of mirth. Y'all are the ones thinking it's a time of joy, when really it's a time of war and a time of mourning. Right. And like I said, but upon those that do not have that mark, slay them. Which, like we said in the beginning, we're storing up judgment. And we got to continually store judgment until Yahweh Shai comes back. And he's coming back because, like I said, he was not well pleased with y'all. Because y'all were overthrown in the wilderness. Y'all were sent that strong delusion to think that it was a good time of peace. You know, because like I was observing, like I was going to tell you, man, I was observing all day yesterday. You know, I had errands to run, and I was observing like Esau. He proclaims himself to be this high and mighty, illuminated one, right? You know, but if you look at the hospitals, how many sick people are there? You know, but like everybody thinks today that the kingdom's already come, or the kingdom is going to come, whatever, you know. But there's that doctrine out there that the kingdom already came. If that was the case, why are all these sick people at the hospitals? A great number of them. If it was a time of peace, why is all this sickness, these deaths? Why are people dying of horrible deaths? You know, dying.
And why is the food contaminated and defiled? GMOs, genetically modified organisms. It's not even real food. That's not peace. And when you come to that knowledge, to the understanding of what your food is really made of, you don't even want to eat nothing. You don't even want to eat at certain spots no more. And when you buy a steak at a grocery store, you're like, man, is this real meat? That's not peace. But I just wanted to throw that in there because that's something simple for you boneheaded Negro Latinos to understand.
And well, to speak off that whole subject, a few years back, the scientists had perfected splicing the genes with pork. They can clone, I guess, pork. I don't know what they can multiply it, whatever. You know that whole ending world hunger thing, bullshit thing. Well, they did it with pork. So you're not you 2/3 pork loving people, man. You're not even eating real pork, and almost every single thing that you eat has pork in it.
That's an abomination. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, don't ever change. That law's still in effect. And 2/3 of you Negro Latinos, y'all go against that law, man. And the reason we say Negro Latinos because this is who we're directing this message to. Not to you heathen, not to you Edomites, so-called white people, you Ammonites, you Japanese, Moabites, Chinese. We're not out here for it. And y'all still eat that, you know?
I thought it was something different, but the one where it says they burnt me, that's I got this one right here.
This is Isaiah 65, verse 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts.
Right, and you're not walking after in a good way. Because the scripture's gonna break it down, which our people still do. And that's the whole problem. And I was thinking again, the whole problem with Israel, 2/3, and even in the men and the truth, that we have a problem with women, you know? And that's what the whole world is about, the doctrines. The way, if you go back into the world, what are you going after? Another woman. Because the world puts out that get what I want thing, you know? And it represents a woman, you know? But that's what Israel does. They go after that certain doctrine because it pleases them. They want to go after what makes them feel good. And that's what's put out in the world. Do what thou willest. Yeah.
And that goes back to the quote. That quote goes back to the Edomite Aleister Crowley, whatever, however he wants his name pronunciated. But that goes back to him. His whole philosophy was do what thou willest. And that 2/3 of you Negro Latinos, that's exactly what y'all follow after, a white man, man. Y'all do what y'all want. Y'all don't even listen to what the Bible tells y'all to do. Y'all disobedient to parents, man. Rebellious people. Like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said, your own Bible that y'all proclaim y'all read tells you that in your face, man. Now us as men, we're coming out here telling you boldly in y'all's face. The same way Yahweh Shai would do it and the prophets would do it. Isaiah 65:2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, and after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face. The same way you continue to provoke Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to anger in his face, the same way he's condemning your ass in your face. With the Bible and with the men of the Lord that are coming out to the highways and the byways and that distribute this truth over the internet daily. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon the altars of brick, which remaineth among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things in their vessels.
And that's one of the key things we were speaking about, that pork that y'all love to eat. That's an abomination, and y'all continually eat it. The Most High didn't ever do away with the laws, but y'all continually do what y'all want to do. After we tell you that you're not supposed to be eating those things, you still want to take it upon yourself and think that it doesn't matter. And then y'all take the scriptures and pervert them.
Verse 6 or verse 5, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose and a fire that burneth all the day long.
Right, and And that's the mentality of y'all people's mind, but that's also the mentality of our minds. Because we can't be
Contra or walk hand in hand with
yeah, we can't walk hand in hand with y'all. You know, the scripture says